About 99% of the time, my runs will look like this. I'll have survived around 25 to 30 floors, and then the game will unleash some combination of scraps, goo, pebbles, V, and a blackout. To no one's surprise, this causes my death most of the time. The table that you see here shows the spawn chance of certain twisteds on each floor. Although outdated now, the spawn rates are still roughly similar. With that in mind, at around floor 20 with 8 players, you start getting 6 to 7 twisteds every floor. A few floors higher than that and you'll reach the maximum twisteds you can get, which is 8. So with these two facts in place, it's pretty much guaranteed you'll get at least one main or sniper twisted every floor. On top of that, even with both blackout decrease cards used, there's still a 20% chance of a blackout every floor. This is why most runs die before they even reach floor 35. But once every blue moon, the stars will align, the slots will land on 777, the coin will land on heads, and a pig will fly. And thankfully, unlike my last video I made of my highest floor, I actually had storage on my iPad, so I was able to get pretty much every floor. So you can see basically everything that happened in the run instead of just a few floors and then nothing, few floors, and then like my last few floors before I died, I didn't have any footage. So, hooray. And once again, to not bore you guys, I'm only going to be having a few clips of every floor, so that way you don't have to watch the whole thing. And unless you want to watch that, you can let me know in the comments and I might upload the raw footage later on, but that's only if you guys want. And one last thing before I stop yapping, I'm just going to give you guys a little background so you understand what's going on here. This run was formed from the Discord server of the game. I believe the only requirement to join this run was you had to have survived at least floor 20 and then you were able to join the game. And right now I believe there are 6 tunes alive. We had a V that died and another Shelly that died before this point. So yeah, that's basically it. Enjoy the rest of the video. As you can see here, I'm distracting every twisted in the game right now except Pebbles. That is because Pebbles is just faster than any tune in the game, so you can't really distract it. So it's better to just distract every other twisted and not bother with Pebbles. You just have to trust that your teammates can avoid it, pretty much. And that is also why I'm distracting in this spot. I don't want Pebbles to aggro me, because when I'm running away, I'll lose the aggro of everything I was just distracting, and it'll just be chaos. Right here, this is what you don't want to happen, alright? Right here, I accidentally aggro Pebbles, so now every other Twisted that's slower than Pebbles is going to get lost because I'm running away from Pebbles, which is faster, so I have to re-aggro everything. Right here, this is what you call a big win, alright? None of these Twisteds pose pretty much any threat. I can walk, I don't have to sprint at all, it's just so easy to distract, it is a goddamn breeze. So on this floor, we had 2 Astros and 1 V. And if you don't know, what V does when he aggroes you is he'll slow you down every now and then, so you will end up having to run instead of just walking. You know, that alone, it's not terrible, but it's not great. But then when you pair it with Astro's ability, he slows down your stamina regeneration, so it's pretty much impossible to distract both of them at the same time. So, like Pebbles, I just had to distract everything else and just hope my teammates don't die to V. Right here, I don't agree with that hit. I don't think Scrap should have hit me there. I was kind of behind an object. So this game sucks, actually. Right here, I decide to just take a hit from Pebbles because I either run to Scraps, get hit that way, and I still have Pebbles chasing me, or I keep running, turn around, and try to run the other way, and I run out of stamina that way, or I let Pebbles hit me, lose one heart instead of maybe even dying, and then I'm able to run away. So this was actually really bad. I just lost aggro of pretty much everything, and then somebody in the chat said get to exit, so everybody started coming to exit where I just lost aggro from everything. Scraps was down there, Pebbles was down there, everything was just running around, and Pebbles was just freaking chomping everybody. This was just chaos. This was really bad. I got hit maybe 4 times on this floor from just, I don't know, some bull crap. We also lost our last V, which is terrible. V is so crucial. Okay, right here, this really annoyed me, okay? This Tisha decides they want aggro from absolutely everything. It just ruins my flow. Now I don't know the next time Scraps is going to use her ability. So it's basically just Pebbles happen. It's complete chaos. Everything's wandering around now. And it's towards panic mode as well, which is pretty bad. So right now, panic mode happens. And I try to dodge Scraps' ability right there, and that just makes me run into another Twisted. And then Boxton just, Boxton does Boxton. He shows up out of nowhere. I get hit because of Boxton. So basically, Tisha is just my arch nemesis. They just made me use my last medkit. That was my last heal. So hopefully there's nothing too crazy on the next floor, and I can restock on heals. And unfortunately, this is actually all I have. I didn't record the last floor. I didn't think I was gonna die, and I didn't want to run out of storage. But I did end up dying, unfortunately. I don't want to sound like that guy, but I actually did die to lag. My game froze. I took 2 hits from Pebbles, and then my game just froze, and Toodles, the little knee biter, the little rabid dog, ended up killing me.